So, hey, loves, I just wanted to know, have you guys prayed today? Have you prayed? Have you told God your concerns? Have you told God your worries? Have you told Him what you're struggling with, what you're facing? Anything today at all? Last night, last week, have you told Him? Because this is your reminder that He's listening. I put on my sweater because I'm cold. But yeah, back to the video. Have you told God your concerns? Because God is always listening. You do know He sees everything, right? So it's nothing that He missed or can't see or can't read or can't know because He knows everything. So I just want to know, have you guys spoke to Him before you left out for work, before you left out for school, before you left to the gym? Have you talked to Him? Have you gave Him thanks today? Instead of calling your friends to vent, have you vented to God? Because people say, oh, all you need is a good listener. No. Because people will listen to your problems and then they will go tell someone else. So have you told God? Because what God will do is He won't just listen to you. He will fix the problem. You don't want a person that's going to just listen. You want them to fix it. And if you can't fix it, it's only for me to vent to you. Right? I said this before in a video I did before. I don't never tell anyone what's wrong with me because at the end of the day, they can't do it like Jesus can do it. So me telling that person the same situation, all they're going to say is eventually it's going to get around to the point where they say that they're tired of hearing it. God has never, ever, 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 ever told me that He's tired of hearing me. So instead of, you know, expressing expressing your concerns to your friends, why don't you go express them to God? Because He's listening. God is awake 24/7. When you sleep, He's up. So He hears what you're saying. Why don't you just tell Him? Because at the end of the day, no therapist can make you smile again. No body can make you smile again except for Jesus. He's the only one that feels your pain, that knows your pain. Everything that we're experiencing, Jesus has already went through. Heartbreak, manipulation, man troll games, rape, all of that stuff. Jesus have already experienced. So why don't you tell Him what your concerns is? It don't have to be picture perfect. You can just talk to Him how you talking to your friends. Because at the end of the day, He's listening to what you're saying. He might not come when you want Him to come, but eventually He's going to fix that solution for you. So don't lose faith. Know that God hears you. God is listening all the time. He never left you. Even though you might have turned your back and said you're done talking to Him, talking about me, myself, God still helped you at the end of the day. Did He not? Did He not? Let me ask you this. So, when you got into your relationship, did you keep Jesus first in it? Or did you just say, oh, you don't need to talk to Jesus today because your relationship is going fine? Things can be fine. They can be regular. They can be this, that, and the third. Eventually, you're going to need Jesus. A relationship without Jesus is nothing. A friendship without Jesus is nothing. Anything without Jesus is nothing. Jesus have gave you life, but He also wants you to remember that He's the reason why you're living. You're called to do something. Find out what your calling is. Ask Him what your calling is. Ask Him, because He's listening. He really is. So, say for instance, your concern is, let's see, your concern is financial issues. If you talk to God, He will bless you with a lot of money. Maybe a lot of money to pay your mortgage. pay whatever it is you need to pay. So why don't you express your feelings to God instead of expressing them to other people on earth? These other people don't care. You think they care that you got problems? What human on this earth actually cares that another human has problems? I will wait, because they don't. They will seem like it in the beginning, but people change. They can be nice all day long, but people still, I'm replying to y'all comments. People change. So, but God never changed. He remains the same. He's the same God yesterday, the same God last week, the same God last month. Why don't you express your concerns to Him? People are always saying, oh, you can vent to another human being. Okay, I told them what was wrong, but what did they do about it? Nothing. So I just told them all my business just for them to judge me. God will never judge you for sharing your business with Him. He wants you to share your business. He already know how you feel mentally, emotionally. You cannot hide your feelings to God. You probably can hide them towards people down here on earth, but you can never hide your feelings to God. He knows when you're upset. He knows when you're happy. He knows all. So, praying to God and letting Him know your concerns is way better, I would think, than telling someone that's about to be out of your life within a year. God will never leave you nor forsake you. God is never tired of hearing you talk. He's not. And I just hope you guys understand that and know that, because Jesus is real. You can't see Him. You're not supposed to. But when you meet Him, you will know how He looks. You will know how He sounds. All of that. But right now, live your life. People say, oh, God's not real because I can't see Him. Okay, I can't either, but He's working miracles. I'm not supposed to see Him. If I was supposed to see God, I wouldn't be here on earth if I was supposed to see Him. It's not my time to leave earth. Neither is it time to leave earth for you. Life is hard, but it's easier with Jesus. Life is easier with Jesus. So don't live without Jesus. Always keep Him first place. And know that in due time, your sadness comes to an end. I hope you guys looked at my motivational video, because I would hope that it inspired you, that it made you get up. Because that's what you need to do. Get up and know that Jesus is with you at all times. Jesus is never going to leave you nor forsake you. And I'm going to keep saying it, because do you honestly know what I mean when I say He will never leave you nor forsake you? He won't leave you tomorrow. He won't leave you next week, next month, next year. None of that. So that's what that truly means when they say He will never leave you. You might be in the darkest place right now, but have you prayed and told God you're in that dark area? He knows you're in it, but He wants to hear your concerns, your worries. You matter to Jesus. He gave you life. Why wouldn't you matter to the man that gave you life? Why wouldn't you? When has God ever told you He doesn't care about you? Because He does care. He's right there with open arms for you to know. Talk to Him today. Talk to Him every day. And come back to this video, and you will know. I was your confirmation to tell you that God was always working behind the scenes for you. So, I'm not going to make this vlog no longer than what it needs to be. But you find peace when you find Jesus, okay? So if your life isn't peaceful, that's because Jesus is not involved. Get Jesus involved. Your life will be peaceful. So if you watched all the way to the end of this vlog, leave down any emoji that lets me know you understood the vlog. You're going to give Jesus a try. So give Jesus a try all 2023. Give Jesus a try. Bye, loves.